We've got a national champion in the building. As a matter of fact, here on BOXTOROW, joined by a young lady. As a matter of fact, again, winning a national championship at the USA Gymnastics Women's Collegiate National Championships, which was held in Westchester, Pennsylvania. And the first time ever, this young lady is a member of the Fisk gymnastics program, which just started like last year. The first time ever an HBCUer has been a national champion. Morgan Price of Fisk joins us here on BOXTOROW. Morgan, congratulations and welcome to the program.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
It's a pleasure to have you. What is this last, I don't know, 4 or 5 days been like for you? It must be crazy.
Yeah, it's been pretty crazy, a little hectic, but overall, I'm just super proud of myself, for what like I accomplished, and yeah.
Yeah, I mean, what an accomplishment. I mean, what did it mean to be the first HBCUer ever to win a collegiate national championship in gymnastics?
It means everything to me. It really like shows why I decided to come to an HBCU. I really wanted to just inspire the younger generation so that they know they can go to an HBCU as well and win competitions no matter how big or small your school is.
You know, I have to laugh. You said the younger generation. You're only 18 years old yourself, right? So you're like, I know what you mean, though. I get it.
Yeah.
Younger girls that are coming kind of behind you. But you know, you're a trailblazer like that. I mean, has it? I mean, I know it's kind of fresh. Has all of that sunken in yet? I mean, you've done ABC New. You're doing our program, but you've done all of these other different, conglomerate media opportunities. Has it fully sunken in yet?
I definitely feel like it has. I've done a lot of interviews. A lot of people have just reached out, so I really do feel like it is sinking in. It just feels amazing, a little overwhelming, but at the same time, just so amazing to and like blessed just to be able to do what I did in like such a short amount of time.
Yeah, you're finishing up what your second. My understanding is you're in finals right now. You're finishing up your second year at Fisk.
Yes, yes.
So how are the classes going? Because you entered college at the age of 17. Ever really just sort of just turning 17.
Yeah. Um It was crazy. I turned 17 right before I came to college because I graduated high school a whole year early. Um, Finals are going good. I'm almost done. I have a couple more assignments and tests to take before Monday, but it's going good. I know how to balance everything just because like throughout the sport of gymnastics, you learn how to balance like your own personal life, gymnastics life, and school. So kind of just comes with the sport.
Yeah, what are you majoring in?
I'm majoring in business administration.
Okay, and what do you hope to do with that?
Well, I have a couple things that I want to do. I want to do sports commentating. I want to be a real estate agent, but my main dream and goal is to be a HBCU head gymnastics coach.
Wow, and you could do all three. You could probably do all three at the same time. What do
Yeah,
you think about that?
that would be very cool.
Morgan Price of the Fisk gymnastics team. She's a national champion, as a matter of fact, the first time that's ever happened at an HBCU in gymnastics, as she joins us here on BOXTOROW. So I was reading where you had committed, as a matter of fact, to the University of Arkansas, decommitted from Arkansas to join the new program at Fisk, which started last year. Kind of talk about that and what led you to want to attend Fisk University.
Yeah, so I've done the sport since I was 2 years old, and as I've grown up, just living life, I realized the importance of like being able to attend and graduate from an HBCU. So I've always wanted to go to an HBCU, but at the time I didn't have the opportunity. So that's why I committed to Arkansas because I was like, okay, if I can't go to HBCU, I do want to be in the SEC big. powerhouse schools. So that's why I committed to Arkansas. But then as soon as I saw that like Fisk was starting a program and it's like 30 minutes away from my hometown, which where all my family lives, I just felt like it was the right decision for me. And also the decision was like more than just like choosing a school for college gymnastics. It was again to like inspire the younger generation, but also to like let people know that just because I didn't go to like a big time school, like I can still win and compete against like other top schools.
Yeah, no doubt. And you look at the history, and I think that's the thing. Like you were familiar in your family. I think I was reading where your mother attended Vanderbilt, so you all were very familiar with Fisk University,
Yes, yes, of course.
and it made it an easier decision, right? So speak to that. Take us through how it came about. That you ultimately. I know what you said in terms of wanting to kind of inspire, but you
Mhm.
Kareen Tarver is your coach. I mean, I'm sure she had. In matter of fact, she's a history maker in of herself.
Right, of course. Yeah. I would say I really just I felt like it was the right decision for me again. Like, um, I also like was taught a lot about HBCUs and just like why it's again important. And my reason is because like African Americans weren't even allowed to go to the same schools as white people. So I just feel like it's such an honor and a blessing to be able to bring my talents to an HBCU and also just to make history as not as just being on the first HBCU gymnastics team ever. Like no one could ever take that away from me, no matter how good or bad I did last season. So yeah.
Yeah, and they can't. You're right. They can't take that away from you. Can't take away the national championship that you've ultimately won. Morgan Price joining us here for a couple of more moments here on Box Row. Take us through last year because even last year you finished what? You finished eighth in the all around,
Yeah.
and you finished third in the particular competition, I believe that you're in. You had a really good freshman year.
Yeah, I had a pretty good freshman year. I'm very competitive and I get that from my father. So last year I'm not gonna say I totally wasn't happy with myself, but I really wish I would have performed better. So I knew over the preseason and the off season, I knew how hard I needed and wanted to work so that this year I could get the title.
Yeah, what are some of the things? How do having done it all your like you've done it all your life, like how do you go about taking those next steps to get to the next level?
I would definitely say something that really helped me this off season, like over the summertime, was training with Donald Driver. My his daughter is one of my best friends, and over the summer, thankfully, I live in Texas over the summer, so I went to go train with Donald Driver. And so that really helped me a lot, helped me with my speed, my strength, just my like just all sorts of things that people really wouldn't think of that I didn't even know that I needed to work on, but I could tell that that really helped me with my gymnastics this year.
And those that are not familiar with Donald Driver had an excellent career in the National Football League with Green Bay. Is another HBCUer, played his ball at Alcorn State, and you see, guys, that's how the HBCU connection thing kind of really works. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing. So what's I know you're doing, you're finishing up your sophomore year. I got it. I don't. You are you eligible to? It's probably too late, but do you have aspirations, at least in 4 years, to participate in the Olympics?
I'm not sure. I've kind of thought about it here and there. For right now, the main focus is just college gymnastics and graduating, but you never know what the future holds. But for right now, it's just college gymnastics.
Yeah. So what are you? What's kind of your off season? What are you? I mean, what's kind of your off season gonna be like? I mean, I know you're gonna be training and all of those kind of things. Do you train differently? Is there something else that you do that's different than what you did in the last off season?
So I'll kind of do the same thing as last off season. So I just finished the season literally like last week. So I'm going to give myself like 2 weeks off, just like rest, total rest for my body. But then once I get back down to Texas next week, I will start training back up again, and more training like conditioning wise, not really like flipping and skill wise. It's more of like conditioning, sprints, cardio, strength, and things like that.
What has the reception been like for you? Because, I mean, look, Fisk is, to the point, it's an HBCU, but it's a historical school. Most people, when you think of, when at least when I think about Fisk, I think about the Fisk Jubilee Singers. You think about the debaters, the great debaters, the movie. No, that was Wiley. Excuse me. Never mind. Not the great debaters. But I think about the Jubilee Singers. Now it's Morgan Price. Like, she's a national champion. What has sort of the reception been like for you around campus?
It's been total support. Everyone will like send me pictures of like me on the news or something. Like in the CAF, we have a TV, and one of my teammates, well, no, not even my teammate, just like one of my classmates, like sent me a picture. She was like, "Girl, you're on the news in the CAF," and it's just like funny to see like me on the news in the CAF. Like, it's just really funny to me. But it's been total support. This school is like super welcoming, and it really feels like a family there at Fisk. So I'm just happy to be there.
Morgan Price, again, national champion, first in gymnastics, first from an HBCU to do so, just wrapping up her sophomore year at Fisk. As a matter of fact, just 18 years old, and she joins us here on Box to Row. Morgan, really appreciate the time, because I know this has been a busy time with all of the interviews and the finals that you have and all of those great things. We appreciate the time. Continued success in all you do.
Yes. Thank you.